Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video, and please like, subscribe, and share the video. And if you want to, in the description below, there is a donation link for me to get better stuff in the future so I can provide better content for you guys. That's enough of me wasting your time. Thanks for watching the video. Let's go over a few things. We have a few banners that might excite a few of you guys. And we're getting an original, not original, the non-awakened form. We are getting LSY, Lee Suyon, and we're also getting the old administration banner. Aside from that, we are also getting clash battles. Now, what are clash battles, you may ask? So, if I swap over to this screen over here, it's gonna be one annoying ass fucking screen. Alright, so we basically have a new PvE mode, which is basically 2 bosses that are available during a season that last 2 weeks, and you get a score depending on how fast you kill each one. You get 3 tries a day, and you compete with everyone in your server, and you get rewards based on your final score. Only 8-man squads are allowed here, and if, for example, you use Enterprise ship to kill boss 1, you can't use it for boss 2. Same restrictions applies to characters, operators, and even gear. But you can raise a dupe of a character and use it in the second team, and is a tactic commonly used on KR for great support characters like Lin Jian, Roy, Shinjia, and Suyun. That's Sujun? It's Suyun for the attack buff. Also, each season changes the buff and a debuff affecting the characters during each boss battle. For example, air units will receive more damage, or everyone will lose 5% HP per second. You get various rewards including binaries, cores, and info, fusion cores, and tier 6 gears as in maze gear and whatnot. It's basically endgame content in a sense. And then if you go to this YouTube video, you can see that there is a Clash Battle gameplay right there. It's basically just a really big fucking boss that just stands there, and they take there's like level 130 ones as well. Aside from that, I do want to talk about those units. So we got the Old Administration Bureau Inspector. She is a striker with 3 cost soldier. She's a very good unit, as her base attack's pretty strong. There is 2 of them, by the way. And aside from that, when one dies, the other gets full HP, and it is restored for and then there's 30 seconds of attack and evasion up by 30% as well. At level 5, the bonus is increased by 60%. So you get full HP if your other twin dies. Aside from that, you also have your 3D combat suit with her another passive. Every time she attacks, her evasion is increased by 2% up to 20% at skill 5. She also gains attack speed alongside it. Ultra Instinct has a passive. Again, we have every third alt attack is an enhanced attack that does a guaranteed critical strike. The enhanced attack also deals true damage, but only when survival instinct buff is on. Meaning when her other twin dies, she is going to be strong as fuck. Now you have Bureau Shieldmans. These are probably one of the best defenders in the game right now, and he can't discriminate. He is a very strong defender, as he can taunt with his base attacks as well as having a pretty decent amount of HP. He also takes 5% up to 25% at further levels by strikers, damage taken as less. And at level 5, when his health falls below below 50%, he gains a shield equal to 15% of his maximum HP. So he's a very low cost, very tanky unit. And then you also have the SR Ranger, 2 cost rifleman. He's probably one of the better rangers in this game. High damage and low cost. He gains 15% attack and 20% HP. Pretty damn tanky as well. Every basic attack increases attack by 1% up to 10% at level 5. Each basic attack increases 2% up to 10% instead, and increases hit by 20%. Pretty goddamn good. And then you have LSY, the regular version. So she is one of the highest dealing strikers in the game, but her cost is pretty high. She is a 4 cost, and kind of like Estarossa, she's a pretty selfish character, and there's no place for that in PvE and PvP. Rightly said by this document right here, she's definitely barely used in KR. I can definitely agree with that. And she's basically just a little bit lower cost. Estarossa, she inflicts AoE damage, permanently increases attack and damage reduction once it's below 50%, or 60% once it's level 5 and hits the immunity. AoE damage that hits both ground and air targets, basically Estarossa. Gain 25% damage reduction while casting the skill. It's literally just Estarossa in a sense. And her ulti gives you a barrier of 20% max HP for 15 seconds, as well as doing AoE damage and gaining 35% damage reduction. It's basically Estarossa buff 4 cost. Honestly, once Estarossa gets buffed, Estarossa is just gonna be way better. like way better. She's a pretty big skip, but old admin is coming next week as well as the fact that we have the good old admin clash battles. We have clash battles for next week, PvE content next season. It's called the Fierce season, so that's gonna be what it's gonna have. Aside from that, next week's Awakening banner is going to be a rerun for Yoo Mina as well. Other than that, we also have... That's pretty much it, actually. Yep. So we got Xiaolin Rosaria tomorrow. We got admins Lee Suyun and Clash Battles and a Mina rerun next week. So next week, we're going to have a ton of content. This is going to be a major update. I did predict that there's going to be a major update, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty wrong. So they're actually rushing it a little bit in terms of old admins. So we might actually expect to also get Shadow Hall fairly soon, potentially after. Okay, so this is 2 weeks. Okay, we might get Shadow Hall either 2 weeks after this, when the Clash Battle season ends, 2 weeks after next week, which means that's also nearing a month, which means the Battle Pass should end near that time, meaning we also will get the Lyudmila Battle Pass, as well as the May Squad event, into the Shadow Hall drop. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. That's my predictions for it. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it. Are these must pulls? Yes. Is the Lee Suyun one a must pull? No. But as stated in this box here, I would definitely recommend to start getting some good gear out, multiple sets if you will, because you won't be able to use all your sets anymore if it takes away your gear. So raising a dupe of a character would also be pretty good. Like Lyudmila, pretty damn easy to just quite literally just raise another dupe of her. Roy is also a pretty easy target as well. Shinjia and Suyun, hopefully you still have copies of them. They're very, very useful. So I would definitely level them to 100 and max out their skills, because they definitely can provide a decent amount of DPS and buffs for your team and whatnot, as well as other people with buffs as well. Like you can raise multiple units that have good buffs that you think will benefit your team. Definitely raise a second dupe of them. This is not only in clash battles, as you can also use this tactic in some other things like raid bosses, where you can multiple deploy Suyuns, because her buff is only 7 seconds, 9 seconds, somewhere around there. Same with Shinjia, I believe. Maybe hers isn't. Hers might be a long duration, but I don't think it's permanent. By the way, just raising multiple of these will still be good in the long run, considering this is endgame content. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. We're probably gonna get guild co-op sooner or later, and then we're gonna get Shadow Hall sooner or later as well. And that's pretty much most of the PvE content in this game. So hope you guys can win the clash next week. See you guys later.